What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And today I want to talk to some of you guys who I've seen made New Year's resolutions that said you want to become internet famous. In fact, some of you said you just wanted to become YouTubers.
Oh my God, are you an idiot? Are you an idiot? Oh God, don't listen to this idiot. This platform's dead with this copper crap. There's no way you can make videos.
I mean, he's got a point. You got to be careful. You don't want to do anything that might make it look like your videos are exclusively for kids. You want to be careful with stuff like video games or maybe Star Wars or putting a puppet. But honestly, with COPPA going into effect this year, I would say you don't want to make content directly for kids. So right now, if that's what you're wanting to do, just good luck. You're SOL. But if you have a hobby that you're interested in and you want to make videos for that hobby, you're relatively good looking, you're relatively entertaining, it is entirely possible to still become, maybe not PewDiePie, maybe not Casey Neistat, but you could probably get up to my current level. I mean, that seems very obtainable. But I think your goal and everybody's goal should be very simple: to supplement your current job and supplement your current income by getting a check back from YouTube and just being able to enjoy your hobby and have it pay for itself. So this is just a quick little guide to help you do that. If that's your New Year's resolution, I want to help you do it. So the first thing you're obviously going to do is make a YouTube account, and hopefully you already have one of those. And then immediately after, you're going to make a Twitter account and a Facebook account and a Snapchat account and an Instagram account and a TikTok account, and maybe several others, all with the same cohesive name. And the reason for this is very simple. YouTube will no longer help you grow. They will no longer help you find a new audience. If you have less than 100 subscribers, you're going to have zero discoverability on your videos. Even up to 10,000, 100,000 subscribers, statistically speaking, growth is entirely up to you. And if you don't have money to spend, you need to post on every other platform. The way this works is, consider you a giant spider sitting on the middle of a web, and that web is the internet, okay? And you're putting a little bit of YouTube up, you're putting a little bit of TikTok up, a little bit of Facebook, and a little bit of Instagram to catch flies in your web so that they are aware of your brand, which is you. And it's very important that you realize that. You are your brand, not your YouTube channel, not your Instagram feed. You are that brand. My brand is Boogie2988. PewDiePie's brand is PewDiePie. And he can put that brand anywhere he wants. And take a look, because he's on all of these platforms as well. So imagine you're posting to Instagram and you catch a nice big fat fly in the form of a fan who likes what you posted there. The next time that fly visits any other part of your web, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, there is a chance that they will recognize your name and recognize your face when your content is recommended to them, and there's a very solid chance that they'll consume that content on the other platform. And don't get me wrong, it's okay to pick a main focus. You can still be a YouTuber or a TikToker, but you're going to want to make sure you're on all of those other platforms, because it never makes sense to put all of your eggs in just one basket. If you get shadow banned on TikTok, you're screwed. You get banned here on YouTube because you broke the terms of services, you're screwed if you put all your eggs in one basket. So I highly recommend you diversify. That's business 101. And look, I know a lot of you rolled your eyes when I mentioned TikTok, but TikTok is the new hotness. This is the fastest growing platform, and there is a tremendous amount of discoverability there. They're actually very fair about getting your videos in front of new places, something YouTube and a lot of other places simply no longer do. Getting a viral on YouTube these days is almost impossible. And I'll explain why in the video later, but getting a viral on TikTok is very, very easy, surprisingly. And since it's such short form content, you can crank out 5, 10 videos a day in the hopes that that video goes viral. So whereas there might be 10 new up and coming YouTubers who will be as big as, Pyrocynical and other creators sometime this year, there's going to be 1,000 new TikTokers who become household names. Mark my words, you want to be part of that. But it is still entirely possible to get an Instagram viral photo, a Facebook viral post. So you should be uploading your content to those platforms and creating exclusive content for those platforms as well. And right now, some of you are saying, Boogie, I don't have that time, I don't have that drive, and that's okay. You can treat this just as a hobby that you don't plan to ever be mega successful in. But if you want to be mega successful, this is the only thing that will ever give you that shot anymore. Trust me. And the logic behind this is really simple. If you were to post on YouTube every single day and you were to gain, 10 fans every single day, that's pretty good. But if you can gain 10 fans on Facebook every day and 10 fans on TikTok and 10 fans on Insta and 10 fans on YouTube, then in that same day, you've got what now, 50 followers in a single day? You're working 5 times as hard, but you're making 5 times the progress. Controversial opinion here, but next up is streaming. And I have to say that I'm not sure that streaming is the way to go anymore. If you want to be a streamer, you want that to be your main focus, and you know you're going to be good at it, that's different. But I don't necessarily think it needs to be part of your social media plan, especially at the beginning. The reason I say this is because I have friends who've tried to become streamers over the last couple of years, and the discoverability is almost non-existent on a lot of platforms like Twitch and YouTube and Mixer. Mixer has a little bit more discoverability, so that's an interesting place to start out. Facebook has surprisingly good discoverability once you're able to live stream there, so that might be an option as well. And once you unlock live streaming on TikTok, it can be very profitable and very easy to get people there. But again, at the beginning, it can be very time consuming with very little reward. You can spend 4 hours live streaming and discover nobody and have nobody discover you. But in that same 4 hours, you could have made a few Instagram posts, a few TikToks, an entire YouTube video. Yeah, it's just not a good use of your time. But once you have like 50 to 100 people on Instagram and 50 to 100 people on Twitter and 50 to 100 people on YouTube and 50 to 100 people on TikTok, then you can make a TikTok, you can make a tweet, you can make a post all pointing towards that live stream. And instead of having 1 or 2 people watching you, you might have 200 or 300. I mean, that's the way to get that done. And when it comes to content, whether that's going to be gaming content or commentary or beauty guru stuff, whatever it is you choose to do, I do have a general guideline you can follow here as well. First off, you should always make videos about what you are passionate about. If you really like video games, if you really like Legos, whatever it is. And then the people who also are passionate about that thing will find your channel, and then you can share that love of that thing. That's probably the most important thing to remember. But there are 2 major types of content that you can produce, and the first of which is content for your existing audience, stuff that you know they want to see. The second of which is content to build an audience, and this needs to be stuff that could go viral. The best way to do that is either choosing content that has an emotional connection to it, and people want to share it because either it makes them sad, it makes them happy, it makes them feel something, and they want to share those feelings, or to chase trends. Goose Game is a perfect example of this. I mean, just about everybody made a Goose Game video, and just about every one of those videos got a fair amount of views, much larger than other channels would get. But it works just the same on any other platform. If everybody's tweeting about something and using a particular hashtag, it's okay to ride that hashtag and try to say something interesting or poignant or provocative to get people interested. But the biggest mistake I see when people follow these trends is they don't put themselves or their personality into it. You've got to show people who click on that video or check out that post that you are different in an appealing way. So if you don't put your personality into it, or your editing style, or your unique looks, or your unique feelings, or the way that you speak, or your unique jokes into those posts, then it's no point in chasing this trend. So you got to find your voice. You got to figure out what makes you interesting. I mean, when it comes to stuff like TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and Twitch and just about anywhere else, if you're an attractive female or an attractive male, definitely going to have a leg up. So first step is be attractive. If you, like me, don't have that option, then you're going to have to be uniquely funny or uniquely interesting. I mean, honestly, my claim to fame was how uniquely weird looking I was when I started my YouTube channel. If that's you, I mean, take advantage of it. Look at what Ricky Berwick's doing every day.
Me all your balls. All your chocolatey balls.
I mean, if you remember, I went through that phase too. People treat cringy like it's a bad thing, but it's not, because cringy has a chance to go viral. I lean into the cringe. Lord knows I do. I started this video with a puppet. And then finally, let me talk about equipment real quick. Let me give you a nice long list of the very expensive equipment that you're going to need to buy. Just one of these. It doesn't really matter which one it is. I mean, if you got the latest iPhone, the latest Android, you're probably pretty well set. But if your phone's even 3-4 years old and it's not one of those very low-end budget models, you probably have everything you need to get started. This is another reason that video game streaming is not necessarily something I would recommend as the beginning stages of stuff. You got to buy expensive equipment and capture cards and stuff like that. But Instagram, TikTok, even YouTube, I mean, you've got the power in your hand right now. You're watching this video on the thing you need to become famous. So that's my advice. I hope that you take it. And I also do want to be very realistic here. You can be one of the most unique, most talented, most beautiful people in the world, follow all of this advice, have an advertising budget, and still not catch on. It may still not work. I mean, that's entirely possible. So you need to be realistic and you need to be prepared for that. But as Yoda says, failure is the best teacher. So if you screw this up and you're not successful, it might lead into skills that you can use in other areas. You might learn video editing or learn a little bit more about social media marketing or learn a little bit about, I don't know, drop shipping by watching TikTok videos and doing the research to create your own. You might find the next stage of your life by failing at this one. So I highly recommend you try. Now, that's just one man's opinion. I could be wrong, and I know if I am, you're going to let me know in the comments section below. While you're down there, if you want to see more videos like this, drop a like on this video, hit subscribe on the channel, and hit that notification bell so you can be a core fan and see when one of these new videos go up. I promise I will cut my nose hairs after this video. I don't know if you noticed, but I did, but I was too lazy to interrupt the video, and I wanted it to go up today. So, guys, as always, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon. And if you take nothing else from this video, take this. Embrace the cringe.